We will call to order the special board meeting of the Board of Election Commissioners for the City of Chicago. Good morning, my name is Marisel Hernandez. I'm the chair. Seated to my left is Commissioner Jonathan Swain, and to my right is Commissioner William Kresse. Next item on the agenda is the consideration of the agenda. Are there any proposed changes? I will propose deferral of section 7B. Is there a motion to defer?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. We have no minutes. Next is the Executive Director's report. Mr. Gough.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just inform the board members that we met with the County Clerk's office to talk about Senate Bill 2090, so we can get to set up a meeting with the Sheriff's Department on the pretrial detainees. So we're working on that full speed ahead. So I just want the board members to be aware of that. And that's all I have as an Executive Director's report until after we finish with this meeting.
Okay. Mr. Holliday, good morning.
Good morning, Madam Chair, fellow commissioners. I too have much on the agenda today, just that staff is going forward with our regular summer projects, and we should be finished with our employee evaluations today.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Allen?
Similarly, just some quick items. The board's legal intern, Isabel Lonsbach, recently finished her term here, and she also completed some research for us in advance of the century celebration of the 19th Amendment, looking at how laws changed in Illinois to allow women the franchise in certain elections and certain offices ahead of the 19th Amendment. We have been in contact with another subject, Mila Zadell. She's the Whitney Young High School student and designer of the power dress made of the I Voted wristbands. She's excited to work with us, to have her work permanently displayed here at the board. So we're looking at sometime in September, October to honor her. And good news, added good news, commissioners, she served in 2018 and plans to serve again in 2020 as a student high school judge. Yes, yes. The .gov site is now live, so now we're just working on the last tweak, which is the mobile site. We hope to have that live as well today. And lastly, as Charles mentioned, the summer projects, we're moving ahead with the canvas. We should be on schedule to mail at the end of this month, at the latest Tuesday or Wednesday after Labor Day.
Great. Thank you. Any
Sure.
questions?
You said something about postponement of real IDs for Illinois. Is that right?
I sent something. I sent something a while ago. Well, we're getting conflicting signals on that, to be honest, because I seem to recall you saying you have a real ID.
I do have a real I do have a real ID.
And then there was a story in the law bulletin indicating that the Secretary of State's office has received some kind of 2-year extension.
Correct.
So I know that the Secretary of State's office is issuing real IDs. I know that we're getting more documents related to automatic voter registration now in addition from the Secretary's...
Yeah, that was my only question. What
Oh, okay.
impact would that delay have on automatic voter registration? That was my question. If you don't know, maybe we look into it.
We will. I mean, we are getting more and more registrations through AVR.
But there are a lot of agencies that haven't signed on to it yet.
Yeah.
And that's what
But we'll follow up with the State Board of Elections.
Thank you. Under old business, we have infrastructure projects and changes in election administration and voting equipment. We will tackle that shortly. Electronic poll books, is there anything?
Yes, yesterday we had our weekly meeting, and we're moving forward on all the updates and the report.
Great, thank you. Mr. Lasker, legislation?
Nothing to discuss for today, except for that we did have had a meeting with the county clerk's office to carry forth the Senate bill creating the polling place in the county jail. So the next stuff when we start meeting with the jail. A lot of details and procedures and logistics to nail down.
Thank you. We will now proceed to new business, recommendation and approval of award for the request for proposal of a voting system. This has been a long process.
Started in 2017, Madam Chair. This has been a long process. We've gone through several meetings. We've gone through demonstrations. We had one at the Union League Club. We had one in the lower level where we actually filmed this. It's on YouTube. We've had, and then just 2 months ago, we had another meeting in the lower level where the board members viewed all the equipment. So I think it's something that we really has gone over more than several times.
Right. And about 2 meetings ago, we actually opened the bids, and Opal, you were here to open. You were the one that opened the bids, and just briefly, what has been the process since then?
I did. Good morning, Madam Chair and Board Commissioners. I'm Opal Walls. I'm the purchasing agent. And as you said, a couple meetings ago, we received the proposals from 2 vendors. Based on that meeting, we distributed those proposals to the evaluation team, which consisted of 9 members. Those proposals were vetted, they were read. There were additional questions that I received to send out to each of the vendors. Those questions were posed, they were responded to. There was another meeting with the evaluation team, and as a result of that meeting, there was an additional round of questions. So at the first meeting, I had given out the evaluation criteria that was laid out in the RFP. There was about 12 questions that we voted on, and got scores for, and based on the meetings, the questions that we received, the vendors' responses, there is a clear winner here. As a result, I have sent a memo to you, Madam Chair, and the Board of Commissioners based on our evaluations team's recommendation with that vendor identified.
Okay. Thank you.
Any questions with regard to the process?
No, I had the opportunity, I've been involved, we have been involved in this since 2017, and we've been provided with a lot of information. We've had the opportunity to look at the evaluation by our staff, which, it is the most qualified group to evaluate these bids. And I'd like to thank the staff. They did a great job. Thank you, Opal, for everything you've done. And I'd like to thank the vendors too for providing excellent responses. The work that the staff did was very thorough, and I feel very confident that we're going in the right direction at this point. Today, what we are doing is awarding the winner of the bidding process, but that does not mean that that is subject to contract negotiations, and it's going to be very intense, very specific. We have certain demands. We expect a lot from the vendor. Security is our top concern. And while we are awarding a bid, like I said, this is not the final stage. We will still have to eventually approve the contract at the end of all of this. So hopefully we will have smooth negotiations. Everyone understands what the priorities of this board are, and so we can get everything in place for the 2020 elections. So given that, is there a motion to award, to approve the award for voting systems to Dominion pending successful contract negotiations?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any questions or comments?
Only comment is echoing your statement that I'm hopeful and the staff have been wonderful in this whole thing. So thank you, and the process was done so well, and again, I really appreciate the hard work that was put in by our people.
Yes, absolutely. Is there a motion to approve?
Or
It's made with a second.
I'm sorry, is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
aye.
Motion passes, and the approval of the award pending contract negotiations is awarded to Dominion. Next item on the agenda is a legal report. Mr. Lasker?
Well, just briefly, I believe this is the first meeting we've had since we've received a petition for leave to appeal in the 2018 citywide referendum litigation. That was the one set of referendum petitions that would make a mayoral term limit and also create a consumer advocate office. So we have, our arguments have prevailed in the court system so far. We'll see what the Supreme Court does with it. It's my intent to. We have the option to not really participate in this. This is just two simple legal issues that have been really fully briefed already. So we're going to pretty much sit this one.
Thank you. We have no financial report. I did not receive any requests for public comment. Is there a need for executive session today? If there is none, then I would entertain a motion to adjourn until our next regularly scheduled meeting on August 27th at 9:30 a.m. Is there a motion to adjourn? I'm sorry, August 13th. Thank you for that correction.
Okay.
I might have corrected myself.
Very, very good. So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes, and we are adjourned. Thank you.